In the wake of the devastating tsunami, while Acehnese families search for loved ones and bury their dead, Indonesia's military looks on with suspicion and contempt. More than 100,000 Acehnese are dead, entire towns washed away, and much of the capital reduced to rubble. But Indonesian soldiers still see their enemies everywhere.
Pasti separatis.
Kota separatis.
Indonesia's brutal war with Aceh's Gam separatists has been going on for decades, and tsunami or not, it was continuing. In 2001, 4 years before the tsunami made Aceh a household name, I took the main paved black road into the province for the first time. My name is William Nessen. I was a freelance journalist based in Jakarta, the Indonesian capital, and Aceh was a little-known place at the western edge of Indonesia, whose lonely independence fight made few foreign headlines. Determined to hold its far-flung regions together, Indonesia was sending tens of thousands more troops to battle Aceh's growing guerrilla force. It was one of the world's longest-running wars, and I hoped to cover the fight.
Thank you. It's good to see you all. Okay. Be careful.
When I first met Indonesian General Bambang Darmono, I wanted to see the war through the military's eyes. So I didn't press him with tough questions, and he soon took a liking to me. He believed I was a rare sort of journalist, sympathetic to the Indonesian military.
Ini bisa untuk duduk berapa orang?
Bisa 4 di sini.
4 orang bisa ya? Oke.
Saya di atas, huh?
As commander of military operations for Aceh, Bambang was the right friend to have. So was my guide Shadji Marhaban, a translator from Jakarta who Bambang clearly trusted. I was one of many foreign journalists Shadji took around the troubled province.
Rakyat Lombok sekarang dalam kondisi tertekan karena GPK dari Perlak itu menghantam dia karena ingin mencuri logistik dia. Apa logistik dia? Sarang burung, ya.
Bambang said these valuable birds' nests were shipped overseas to make Chinese medicine, and Gam was muscling in.
They stay there, then they take the bird net, then they sell by themselves. That's why we have to destroy them. We have to occupy this village. Then I hope the next after this operation, the people will live in normal.
I doubted Bambang was telling me the full story. I suspected the military wanted to control the bird's nest trade for themselves. After all, Indonesia and its military had made billions from Aceh's vast natural gas deposits and other rich resources, and left the people poor.
Just outside from the mosque, then take weapon.
A separatist had shot one of Bambang's men while we were away.
He's lucky to be alive, huh?
Yeah. Just like this. Here is like this. Always like this.
Neither Bambang nor his soldiers realized that a separatist was riding right beside them. Shadia, the trusted translator from Jakarta, was actually Acehnese, and her other unpaid work was campaigning overseas for Aceh's independence.
It's a Dutch cemetery called Kirchhoff Cemetery here in Aceh, where you can see more than 5,000 soldiers, Dutch soldiers were killed here.
For centuries, Aceh's maritime trade and early conversion to Islam made Aceh part of the Indian Ocean world, with little connection to the islands to its east. Aceh remained an independent nation until the 20th century, while all around it, the Dutch and British took control.
The Dutch declared war with Aceh in 1873, and the Dutch regret it. They never really conquered the whole territory of Aceh. It's a tough war for the Dutch here in Aceh. It's warrior. There's a bunch of warriors in the past and up to now.
Aceh was administered by the Dutch as part of their vast East Indies colony, what would become Indonesia after World War II. But the Acehnese never surrendered. "60 years later, the Acehnese were still fighting for independence, this time from Indonesia. Aceh is only a tiny part of Indonesia, but the government feared giving in to GAM would stir up other regions and tear the sprawling nation apart.
Siap dialog atau siap perang?
Siap perang. Pelot.
In 2001, despite the government's efforts, GAM ran most of the province.
Semua perjuangan bangsa Aceh itu mengikut histori, mengikut sejarah semua, bukan mengikut kehendak pribadi. Sejarah. Jadi timbul dari sejarah itu jadi mental. Maka seseorang hilang sejarah, mental itu tidak ada lagi ya. Itu dengan ada sejarah, maka semangat untuk perjuangan lebih.
Sofian said Aceh's struggle was not about ethnic identity or culture. Acehnese just wanted to live normal lives in their own country again after a century of unwanted outside rule.
Kami menuntut kemerdekaan. Jadi kalau mereka menggunakan senjata menumpas kami, itu kami tetap melawan untuk membela diri. Kalau mereka menerima dengan tidak guna senjata, itu lebih baik. Maka kami tidak keinginan berperang untuk melawan mereka dengan senjata. Membuka jalur-jalur diplomasi atau badan-badan dialog.
But I needed to see things firsthand, and Shadia arranged for me to live with the guerrillas in West Aceh for several months.
Jalan nih,
We